if the lecturers have or tutors have doubts about what students understood, it's better to be safe than sorry. So again, take the students to the side, 10 minutes, it doesn't take more than that, and just tell them that this is exactly what needs to be done, and this is exactly what needs, this is the process, this is how the steps that they should be following to complete said task. The other thing is response to emails. A lot of students get stressed. Sometimes that in a student's head can mean all or nothing. So I haven't gotten an answer in 3 days. That means I'm never going to get an answer about that. I don't know what to do. I don't know what my next step should be. So a helpful approach to that would be if the lecturers put an automatic reply to say that this is my email response time, this is when I'm likely to get back to you.
Autism affects me because I take things very literally, not being able to understand the abstract questions on assignments, like if they're asking like something that I haven't experienced, that can be really difficult to understand what is actually being asked of me to do.
So and then it's also about making the expectations very, very clear. So, and that goes in both directions. It goes in the direction of making it very clear what is expected at that level of study, in terms of, what does it actually mean critical writing? What's asked for that, and then so to explain to someone at what level they need to work at, but also to make it very clear what is not expected, and that's very often the case that a student might think that they have to find all the sources that have ever been published on that particular subject, and they're making themselves ill trying to doing too much. I think sometimes someone might think that, information is very clear. If it's clear for you, then, well, I mentioned that, didn't I? But sometimes it's about, okay, giving information at exactly the right moment and maybe repeating things a little bit more than you might feel needs doing.
Another thing would be clarity when it comes to feedback, and clarity when it comes to assignment instructions in general, because again, some people think that a lot of things are implied, but they're not. And a student might take an essay title or take an instruction for a project and interpret it in a way that they think this is what needs to be done, but this isn't what the lecturer meant, and then they're halfway through their work, and then they go and they have a tutor meeting, and then they realize that this is not what they were meant to be doing. And a lot of times the students won't think to ask, because they will think that they've understood it, and they think that they got what the project was about. So clarity is very important.